YouTube, what's going on? It's your boy Ascoria Subrex, and today I am bringing you another Thoughtful Thursday episode. And today on the agenda of Thoughtful Thursday, basically, if you don't know what Thoughtful Thursday is, it is a topic of the day which I talk to about every Thursday. I haven't done one in a while, but honestly, if you do enjoy, make sure you smash that like button, and I'll do more of these. And it's food for thought, so it could be any topic related to gaming or off gaming subjects, and it's just a chance for me just to basically spread some knowledge and opinions on different topics each week. And this week I am talking about esports and the whole gaming community in a whole. Now, of course, like, I don't know tens of thousands much on all of these esports things that have been going on, but if you look at like the past, and obviously you had the Xbox original, I think it came around about 2001. The Xbox original came out, and you had like Halo, you had MLG tournaments with Halo and stuff like that, and then that was the go-to competitive game. And then obviously when 2005 came around, the Xbox 360 came out with all of these new games and advancements in technology, and it's fun to see how over the years that have passed, we've developed our own kind of community full of gamers, from competitive to casual gamers who just take gaming to the next level. Now, of course, gaming, I mean, people have always looked at it as kind of a geeky thing, but then you just look at the community and the way that it's evolved, and what's really connected everyone as a community is Twitter as well. I mean, like, you can post things on Twitter, and you find people on Twitter, and like, you can get closer to these people that are in the community, and the whole, it's all grown into this wonderful shaped like cake, if you like, and it's taken on a form of its own. And this is something that really got to me over the last couple of years, because like, I used to be just a casual gamer when I was like 9 years old, from the days of having a PlayStation 2 just in my bedroom. Used to complete all these games. I remember one of my most favourite, well, PlayStation 1 I had. It wasn't my first console. My first console was a Super Nintendo back all the way in 1995, I think it was. And my mum went out, bought me a console, and it was a Super Nintendo, and they had cartridges, and then seeing cartridges change to CDs when the PlayStation 1 came. And like, literally, there was a few games that like have absolutely like blown my mind. I mean, like, starting off from like the old Mario series on Super Nintendo, then that was the kind of like game that everyone had when I was a kid. Everyone had like Mario, and you sit there playing Mario with all your mates, and you just be like, oh yeah. Your mates will come over, and like, they'll grab a controller on your Super Nintendo pad. And if you ever saw the Super Nintendo pad, it's like just a small handheld thing with 4 buttons, which is like your triangle, X, square, and circle that you had on like the PlayStation, and yeah, A, Y, X, and B that you have on the Xbox. You had 2 like bumpers, which was an L and R, and then you had the up, down, left, right D-pad. And that was just the normality. And then the PlayStation 1 came in with the up, down, left, right D-pad, and then the L1, L2, R1, R2, and that kind of blew my mind to start off with. And then they brought in the analog stick as well, because the original PlayStation controller didn't have analog sticks. They only brought that out like a couple of years afterwards, and the analog sticks were like just giving you a different direction on the controller, so you had to get used to these analog sticks, and you were just like, wow, okay. So you were playing with these analog sticks, and then it took gaming to a whole new level. Now, I remember like some things like Tenfu, I think it was called Tenfu or something like that, Wrath of the Tiger. That was like a platformer game where you're a tiger, like a kung fu tiger, if you like, and you had to go and fight all of these things, and that was like one of my favourite games as a kid. The original Metal Gear Solid, and it was pixelated, you got stealth, and everyone was like trying to cheat that like through their way through Metal Gear Solid, and it came on like I think it came on 2 discs or 3 discs, and Metal Gear Solid was like the ultimate game as well. You also had Gran Turismo, the original ones on PlayStation, and then you had kind of you didn't really have that many shooter games, but I think like the one shooter game that you kind of did have was like you had Medal of Honor. Medal of Honor was like the Call of Duty of like the 90s. Now I'm only 24 years old, but like when I'm looking back, I feel like really nostalgic, and I just focus on where we were at, those graphics, and those where it wasn't about graphics, it was just about gameplay. And now to see where gaming has came from that kind of background, where I was just sitting there playing those games, which was great. YouTube was a complete mystery. I mean, like, now we can upload videos onto YouTube. We can literally sit there and have people watching your videos. I mean, like, people that are watching this now are thinking, damn, like, you must be some old bastard or something like that. And I'm just like, no, this is what gaming used to be like. And then just to think of, I've just watched Scump the movie on one of these Optic channels, Optic Entertainment, I think it was, and literally just looking at the way that each esport tournament that was ran there, it was like they didn't even have booths, and now they've got booths. They've got the MLG Arena, which is like the big arena where all of these happen. You've got people streaming on Twitch like every second of every day. You've got all of these access like MLG TV and everything like that, where you can go and just watch people play games. And we're living in like a kind of time now where there's a lot of money involved in this stuff, and people, like, everyone's trying to do it for money. Like, I'm trying to do it for the love, like, of course, because like money isn't an option. It's just doing something that you love. It's just fun thinking about like the possibilities that have came in gaming over the last like few years, and it's really blown up. And like, if you take out the equation of Twitter and everything like that, would you just think like you might have parents there wondering, oh, why are you spending all the time on your Xbox? Why are you spending all the time on your computer, your games consoles, or whatever? But I don't think they realise that like people can earn money. They can turn this whole gaming thing into a career. Now, over the next few years, I think it's going to establish itself in a way where people, I don't like to say in the real world, but like those people who are out there now that do not have any idea of this, I reckon you could be seeing like esports on mainstream TV. I mean, you've already got like ESPN showing esports. Like, I think they did a League of Legends tournament or something like that the other day, or CS:GO, one of those tournaments that everyone was watching on ESPN2 in America. I live in Britain, so I don't really know too much about it, but just thinking that this little project of just a disc, of a little game on a disc, can like evolve into all of these different possibilities, where the world really, people will always say, well, gaming, that's not a real job. And then you just look at people that are like freaking hundreds of thousands of pounds thrown into these sports, if you can call them that, these esports, those all the sponsors that come with it, and all the technology. I mean, like headsets. I remember like there wasn't, we wouldn't wear a headset to like play games with, like in 2002. I'm not living in the past here, but it's just like right here. I mean, you can see my Turtle Beach headsets. Now, if anyone came to me with these like in 2000, I would have been like, yo, what the hell is this? Why do you need that? But it changes our experience so much. HD TV as well. It was like, as soon as HD gaming came in as well, it took it to the next level, because all this technology, our games are starting to feel more and more like real life. And I just really can't like speculate what's going to happen 10 years in the future, because you know the Xbox One isn't going to like just stay at that. There's always going to be advancements in technology, and we're always going to be sitting there looking at all of this and thinking, wow. I remember when the Xbox One was here, and that was like the new thing. I remember when the Xbox 360 came out, and everyone was like, yo, look at the graphics on this. The PS3, even though it's not like the best console, the graphics on that, when they started bringing in Blu-ray, it just blew people's mind and took it to the next level. I mean, like, showing this now, I'm looking at Metal Gear Solid 4 and thinking, yo, I remember the Metal Gear Solid 1 graphics. I remember the Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty graphics when it went onto the PS2. Then, to go onto the PS3, Metal Gear Solid 4 was just mind-blowing, and now we're seeing the trailers for Metal Gear Solid 5 and it looks stunning. It almost looks like real life, that you're in the game. So I don't know how it's going to progress, but like, what do you reckon? Just let me know in the comment section below, or tweet me at @Ascoria_Subrex. I would always love to hear your thoughts on this, and as with always, guys, if you did enjoy, make sure you drop a like down below. I know it's just me been talking for about 10 minutes, but this has been your Thoughtful Thursday for today, and I hope that you enjoyed. Subscribe for more videos like this, and drop a like if you do want to see more videos like this as well. And YouTube, we shall see ya. Goodbye.